Hi, I'm Lotus, formerly known as Clover. If you're new here, welcome in, and if you're not new, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about one of the worst situations that I have been in so far when giving people free art. Now, about last week, I had joined a Discord server. I'm not going to say which one because I feel like that would just bring light onto the person that I really don't want to. It's not about the creator, nor the mods, nor the admin, just a random person who just happened to be in the Discord server while I had joined. There was a free offers channel where artists can post free offers for their art, whether they're an animator or a regular digital artist, and I wanted to expand my portfolio for when I make an official opening for my commissions or something like that, right? And I put an offer for a character design because I want to be a more official character designer slash reference sheet slash PNG tuber maker, right? And I posted a little thingy that basically said to in the summary basically said, hi, I'm wanting to expand my portfolio. I will design a free character design. If you DM me, you can send me either a description of what character you want your OC to look like, or if you have inspo pics, things like that. And I got 2 people who accepted my offer. I had one person who was really nice. I don't know their pronouns, so I'm just gonna call them by they them. But they were super nice. They were super understanding and super grateful. They sent me I think around 5 inspiration photos. And so I had a pretty good idea of what they wanted. They wanted a underwater sea creature. It was this type of shark. I forget which type of shark it was, but it was a pretty distinct looking shark, and they had a little male boy hat, and then some color scheme type things, right? And so I was able to come up with a pretty solid idea of what they might have wanted. And then I came back to them the very next day because I finished it in I think an hour and a half, because it was pretty simple. They wanted a male gender neutral type character, and so I was able to cook that up in an hour and a half and send it to them. And they were super understanding, and they they loved the character. They asked me hey, is this my character? Do I have copyright rights? And am I allowed to change it? I'm yeah, it's this is your character. The only thing that I ask is that I get to put it on my portfolio to expand my work, right? And they're okay, great. And I was okay, have an amazing day. And then I got to the second person, and I was and they did not even say hi, how are you, or this is what I want for my character. They just they only sent me a Toy House link. If you don't know what Toy House is basically a website where you can have a file, a little profile for your OCs and things like that. And I was confused because when I opened the link, it only showed Squid Girl, it was basically a list of character descriptions, which I was okay, what do you want me to do with this? Because I said one free character. I'm not gonna do all of these. That would take me a week, because there was 15 character descriptions, and they were I don't know, just pick one. I'm oh, okay. And so I felt kind of under pressure, because I'm not a good decision maker. If you were to be pick the blue or the red pill, and they get, and it can either it's $1 million or $1,000 every week. I'll be I don't know. I'm not a good like one or two kind of decision maker, like when you just like randomly ask me, right? And so I'm like, I don't know. And so I just picked the first one, which was a like kraken / like squid octopus kind of girl design, because, you know, it sounded fun. Like I like there's like a lot of like opportunities that I can do with said character a description. Like, sorry, no, somebody's like already done that. I was like, oh, okay. And so I just chose the second option, which was a mermaid, but that kind of looked like a Swedish fish, right? And I finished it in like an hour. So because I don't have to like draw legs, and it's just like a mermaid tail, and so it's like a bit like a faster process. But since it was like a gummy type of like material type-esque thing, it took me a bit longer to try to like figure out what I wanted like how I wanted to render it so it looked more gummy. Because if you like, I'll put like a couple of like examples of my art up on the screen now, and then I'll put what the OC looks like up, and you can see like a bit of a difference between the rendering style on the mermaid tail and like my normal rendering style. I usually have like a very like cell shaded look, and if you don't know what cell shaded is, cell shading is basically like shading with a very hard edge, but then soft shading is basically just you basically use like an airbrush, or like you blend it out so it has like a very like soft edge. And I'm not really used to that, because I like the more like cut, clean looking style. I don't know, it makes it look very slick, and I kind of like that. But for like the gummy part, since like Swedish fish kind of have like this like matte texture, I couldn't do that. And so it took me like about 20 minutes for me to like try to like decide what I wanted to do for it. And so when I sent it to them the next day, I was like, hey, finally finished it, hope that you like it, da 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 da. And they're like, oh, okay, it looks good. And then they said, can you make her less generic? It's one thing if you commissioned an artist and you had specifically asked for a certain thing, and like you asked for like this amount of detail and this and this and that, and you had like all these like inspiration photos for like what you wanted for the hair, for the outfit, for the eyes, for the face, for accessories, things like that. But they didn't. It's like they only gave me a description of a Swedish fish girl mermaid design, and that's all I had to work with. And so I didn't want like step out of the bound like too much. Otherwise be like, hey, like this is like a bit too complicated for like what I want for this OC, da 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 da. And so I you know, like I can see it. It's a very like more like plain basic design, but like how are you gonna go and like look at the person that gave you free art, in which the industry standard for like a basic character a design from what I've seen ranges from like $30, $50 to $100 to like depending on like how detailed and like if you have like a mecha character or like an anthropomorphic character or just like a regular cat girl or things like that. Like it really depends. And so I'm giving you like a free option for like free art because I want to expand on my portfolio, and you turn around after I spend like an hour on this piece and you go, can you make her less generic? When let's say you didn't give me any inspiration photos, you didn't tell me like what kind of hairstyle you wanted for this character, like what gender, like what kind of like vibe, what kind of personality, things like that, like details and accessories. Like the only thing you gave me was a Swedish fish mermaid girl, and so that's what I gave you. And then you turn around and just automatically go, she looks too basic, change it. I'm like, and I was like, and so I went back and I replied and I was like, I'm so sorry, but you know, I already like finished rendering the whole piece, and if I were to, you know, went and to go fix something, like draw on top of it and like add extra details, it would probably look like really choppy, and it would probably look like somebody just like traced over my art and like like changed a couple things so like it wouldn't look as good. I'm really sorry. And they're like, oh, they said okay, not okay, but oh, the word oh, comma, K, period. And then I was like, okay, have a nice day, and they never responded to me. Mind you, the entire time that I was talking to them, and like, because I had asked them, you know, like when I asked like what the toy house link was for, because I was kind of confused, they just said it's a toy house link. I was like, I know what it is, but like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, do you want me to like choose a specific one? And they're like, I don't know, pick one. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I had to like go and like kind of guess what they might have wanted, because I don't know what you wanted. Like, if you wanted more details and you wanted like a specific design, then you should have told me what you specifically wanted, but you just gave me like a 1-sentence description. It's like the other person like had like at least 5 inspo pictures for like the outfit, the vibe, the animal that they were referencing, like, you know, colors, like all these things, and gave me a full paragraph of a description. And you give me like mermaids, like Swedish fish candy girl. I'm like, oh, okay. And so that's all I had to work with. And so I'm sorry that I couldn't, like, that I didn't like know what you wanted. So I gave you a very bare basics design, and I'm giving you all of the rights to the OC. Like, it's like, as long as I get to have it on my portfolio, it's all yours. It's like, you can change it if you wanted to. Like, oh my gosh, but you're giving me attitude for no reason. Like, and I've been respectful the whole time, and I kind of regret not taking screenshots, because now it just sounds like I'm talking out of my ass. But like, it's just frustrating, like, when you spend like an hour like of your day. Like, I could have been touching grass that entire time, but no, I was continuing being a homebody and drawing on my tablet while, you know, doing like free art for you. It's like, I don't know you, I've never met you, and I'm giving you an opportunity to not spend $30 to $100 on a character, a design, whether because you don't want to draw this character or you don't know how to draw, or like anything else. But like, there's other options for free art. Like, if you're gonna give me an attitude, like, there's Pit Crew, there's like Gacha Life, like there's all of these like gacha games that like or like just dress up games in general, for you to be able to customize a character. Like, hell, I got this character from basically a dress up app. Like, goodness. But like, oh my gosh. Sorry if this was like a kind of like rambly video, but like, I just need to like get that off my chest. I don't know how the polls went, because this is like going to be like pre-recorded. It's just like, which one do I put out first? Things like that. But just a reminder, guys, if you're getting free art, or even if you're commissioning an artist, which you're paying someone to make art for you, whether it's character, a design, or a VTuber model, or you want a banner for your Twitter profile, please be respectful, because art is a luxury. You are not entitled to art, and the fact that I was giving these people an opportunity for free art is a luxury. Art is a luxury. You are not entitled to art. Art takes time and it takes practice, and if you're not the one who's making it, then you should be respectful to that artist. Now, if that artist was being rude first, and if that artist was like being like, well, I don't really want to do this for this character, then yeah, you kind of have a bit more of an excuse to be like, well, bitch, like, I don't want to, right? But I was being respectful. Like I was trying to like sound as nice as possible, but they just kept on giving me attitude. And this was like the first time that like I ever like offered free art, and especially after like such a good like experience with the first person, it just kind of left like a sour taste in my mouth. Oh my gosh. If like comment down below like if you have ever had like this kind of experience, like if you're an artist and like you do commissions or you do like free giveaways and things like that. Like, have you ever had this kind of experience? Because oh my goodness, like it just kind of like makes me not want to do like go into that Discord server and like offer free art again, because like, oh my god, like I know that like not everyone's going to be this bad, but like shit, I was offering you free art and you tell me to change the character design after I spend an hour on it, and you're like, oh, an hour is not that long. But like, I could have been cleaning my house, I could have been going on a walk, I could have been at the gym, I could have been doing all these things, but instead I spent it doing free art for this person that I didn't know what they were going to use the character with for free. When industry standards like $30 to $100, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but god damn, please, if you commission an artist or if you're happening to getting free art either from a giveaway, from a raffle, or just because someone offered, please respect your artists. Art is a luxury, you're not entitled to it, and whatever art you get, as long as it's what you asked for, please be respectful. Anyway guys, that's all from me. I don't know whether this video is going to go up before or after the Doki Doki literature I can't speak literature club videos is gonna come out first, or you know, after this. I don't know. This is pre-recorded so yeah, I don't know when my next video is gonna come out. No promises. I'm just gonna try to like take it slow. As always, have an amazing day, afternoon, or night. I'm Lotus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!